You know, there are very, very few people that make really big income from a home-based business opportunity. And why is that? I understand there's a lot of people that don't want to put their time and effort into something if they are not guaranteed a paycheck of some kind. I guess I understand that, or at least my old brain did. I got a new brain now. I'm going to share that with you, and this is not meant to insult anybody that believes differently than me. I'm going to put forth my perspective, and you can absorb that however you want or totally chuck it in the trash. That is entirely up to you. But I have a feeling this is going to help some of you out, even if you disagree with me or if you happen to agree with me. I have a feeling it's going to really help advance some of your perspectives, which is ultimately going to help you get to where you want to be, whatever that is, personally or professionally, doesn't matter. Or maybe you have a charity of giving, who knows. So here's the deal. You're right. Very few people make it big in a home business. That's the way it is. So why is that? Why is there no guarantee if you put in the effort that you're going to get a paycheck? All right. Being an entrepreneur of any kind, home business or otherwise, being an entrepreneur is an experience of ownership. As an experience of ownership, you are not entitled to anything other than the opportunity to make as much income as you want, as much contribution, as much freedom, create as much impact, do more for your nonprofit or for-profit, whatever. So if what you need, if you are needy, if you have a neediness for a guaranteed paycheck, get a job. Get a job. Your employer is legally obligated to pay you for time you put into it. Doesn't matter if you produce a result or add any value, you're entitled. You put in the time, you're guaranteed a paycheck. So if that's what you need, get a job. You know, the only thing that will limit you and what you create, what you produce in an experience of ownership, such as a home business, the one thing that will limit you or just all out stop you is going to be a bad personal philosophy. And the home of your philosophy is right here. It's that real estate between your ears. But you know what? That's also the same home as a good philosophy. So if you want to, you can make a decision to swap out bad philosophies for some good ones. And then there's no stopping you. It doesn't matter what business you're in or what company that you're in, if it's a home business opportunity. None of that, the compensation plan doesn't even matter. Not even the product matters. Now, hopefully, if you're going to get into a home business, there's a product that is actually helping people and not a product that's hurting people, because there's a lot of products that cause health problems. But the product is certainly important in that aspect, which makes it important. But as far as generating an income and creating freedom and contribution and all those things, the product, the compensation plan, the company, none of that stuff matters. It really doesn't. What other people have done, or what most other people have done, which is not much of anything, none of it matters. The only thing that matters is you. It's just you. And how great is that? Because the one thing in this world you actually have 100% absolute control over the value of is the value of that real estate between your ears. You get immersed in becoming more of your true authentic self. You learn a few skills extraordinarily well. And there's no stopping you. It all starts with your personal philosophy, what you believe in, how you hold it to you, and how it affects what you do. You change your personal philosophy, then everything else changes. Everything else organically follows suit. And the way that happens, by the way, is when you change your personal philosophy, you change your daily habits, your daily actionable rituals. Your result that you have so far is a product of your daily habits. So if you want to change your result, change your habits. Changing your personal philosophy is not only going to change your attitude, but it's going to change your habits. And because your habits are changed, you're going to get a different result. That's a universal guaranteed law. So there's another guarantee for you. But it still starts with you and your personal philosophy. I sincerely hope that I have answered your question about why very few people make really big, I'm talking 6, 7, sometimes 8-figure incomes, and why they're such very few people that reach those high levels of income in a home-based business. It has no other reason except their personal philosophy, which goes back to you and you providing the value for your brain so that you can provide value for other people and really make it, because it's an experience of ownership. And if you want to guarantee, like I said before, you can always get a job. You can always get a job. Although in this economy, I hear it's like every 40 for every 40 people looking, there's one opening or something crazy like that. And I hear if you're even lucky, I use that word loosely, to get into someplace, usually the workers are exploited in today's economy. I mean, how can the employer not exploit the employee when there's about 40 applicants per every position? I remember the last job I ever had, which was April 1st of 2006. That was quite a while ago, but I remember one company meeting they said, there's some new policies. They knew people weren't going to like it because they weren't very fair, but who cares about fairness when you're the boss? Anyway, a stack of application 9 miles high. Basically, the meeting ended with, and if you don't like it, stack of application this high of people that would love to take your job. So what did everybody do? We just... Oh boy, those good old days of having a job. It's just not for me. Even if I had a really nice boss, boy, am I starting to go off tangent. Anyway, I've got tons of videos on that other stuff. I hope I've provided some kind of value in advancing your thinking. And if you want more, fireyourboss.xyz. That's my website, fireyourboss.xyz, not .com, .xyz. Go there, cherry pick around, see whatever can help you with wherever it is that you're at right now. There's a lot to be said for having stuff to overcome. You've got stuff, I've got stuff. No matter what level you get to, there's stuff, and no matter where you're starting, you've got stuff to overcome, and you can overcome it because the whole gateway to creating more freedom for yourself and more happiness and more contribution, more positive impact, the gateway to all that is overcoming obstacles, learning curves, emotional maturity, spiritual maturity, whatever it is that you've got to overcome. Get started and go through that process of overcoming. And then guess what? You're going to have something else to overcome to get you to the next level, and whatever that is, I don't know. And have a clear vision of what you want your life to look like, the kind of relationships that you want in it. What is all that going to look like for you? Have a clear vision of that. And you're going to know, and it's powerful enough when your vision is more powerful than your circumstances. And you know your vision is more powerful than your circumstances because now your circumstances are no longer pushing you around, and your circumstances are no longer causing you to procrastinate and say stupid, self-sabotaging statements like, if only this were that way, then I could, whatever, fill in the blank. And other stupid statements like, I can't afford it, and other stupid statements that really keep you back instead of opening your mind. You know you got a great vision when you stop making statements and you start opening your mind to a rich and creative process of starting to figure things out. A simple formula for success is to say yes. Make a decision, say yes, tell the world, and then figure it out. Go through that process. And you're not figuring jack out if you're making statements like, I can't afford it, I don't have time. Those are statements that people make who are poor and stay poor and broke and diseased and sick needlessly. And they kill their human spirit every flippin' day over that needless stuff. But if that's you, you can draw a line in the sand and change that. It used to be me. I said stupid stuff like that, and that's when I stayed stuck year after year after year. And then I had a change of philosophy. And then everything else changed, organically followed suit. Draw that line in the sand today. Well, I packed in hopefully more value in this video. Off the cuff, that's the way I do things, and that's why so many of you like my stuff. I know because you tell me. It's pretty neat. Unscripted. And there's going to be more because I've always got more coming. Take care. Fireyourboss.xyz. And I'd love to hear from you if you did make any kind of a mental major breakthrough in your head. And I've also got a 30 Days to Profit training course. If you'd like to know more about that, I'll send you a video about it. It could be the beginning of your creating residual money and freedom and your ability to create more impact and contribution on the planet and other people. It could be your beginning. I don't know. I'll send you the video. Just ask for it. I'll send it. If it looks good, we'll talk more. If it doesn't, at least you're on your way to finding something that does look good, and that's a good thing too. Take care. Bye for now.